Okay, sorry, that last video got interrupted. So basically you're gonna pull the wheel liner inboard and down, it'll drop. Pull it out. And I'll just show you real quick. Here's that sensor I was talking about. Here's where the connector goes. So now I have a lot of good access here. Probably need to take the whole wheel liner out, but that works. I didn't mention it earlier, but the line that's leaking does have some heat shielding like this. I just slid it up and out of the way before I started the video. We'll see if this works, but I grabbed a 3/8 fuel line removal tool. So I've got it around there with the male part sticking up. I'm gonna pull it up and see if this line separates, and then hopefully catch as much fluid as I can there. Let me struggle with this for a bit. Looks like it's close, but I gotta move the camera. All right, it's not too bad of a mess. I had to pull out a different 3/8 tool, but it worked. And then I was able to slip this old Sunny D bottle in there to catch some of the fluid. So I'm gonna clean this up a little bit, and then I'll jump back. So that's cleaned up a bit. The hose is still leaking here, so I got a sock on top there, just trying to catch it. And the soda can's still attached to the upper portion of the hose. This was the tool I used, 3/8 quick release tool. So now there are these two 7mm screws that I'm going to loosen up. They're not very tight. So I'll loosen up this one, and then this one I'll start the video again. Alright, so that bolt was pretty long. And then this pops off, but you have to come in, I used 90-degree flathead, come in underneath the sway bar, catch the middle of it, and then pull up like this, and you'll pop the retaining clip, and it'll come right off. So now I have to do this one, and it feels like it's just a two-piece, and I have room there to move. Another correction there, that was an 8mm, so I used a ratcheting box end, came in through here and loosened it up. I didn't want to disturb these lines too much, and using the socket and a ratchet was taking up a lot of axial space there. So anyway, it's not fully removed. I just loosened it up enough that I could slide the head of this through. Now that I'm lowering the line, right, there's going to be fluid trying to seep out through it. So what I did was I popped the bottom portion of this with the bushing out from where it was being held in place here. Here's that blue bushing. I'm going to put it back. And now I'm just going to pull the line through. Looks like I'll have to loosen it up more and slide it up. Alright, so I got the line through. Basically just loosen this bolt here till it's flush with the end, or take it all the way out. Again, it was difficult for me to turn, but maybe your vehicle's a little less corroded than mine. And again, now that this line is lower, it was leaking quite a bit. So we'll just leave that here. I'm going to chase this line underneath the vehicle and see if anything else is securing it, but I think it's only secure at the other end there. One thing I recommend, if I didn't say it, was do this part first, loosening, then loosen or remove that clip in the back because the system will be a little bit more rigid. I did it backwards and it gave me a little bit of stress.